as one of al-Assad's only international allies, it is not a surprise then that the Kremlin was the first to officially announce that Bashar al-Assad had indeed left Syria, though his whereabouts have yet to be confirmed. Take a listen to the statement from Moscow.
We're following the dramatic events in Syria with great concern. As a result of negotiations between Bashar Assad and a number of participants in the armed conflict in the Syrian Arab Republic, he decided to leave the presidential post and left the country, giving instructions to transfer power peacefully. Russia did not participate in these negotiations. At the same time, we appeal to all parties involved with a strong call to renounce the use of violence and resolve all governance issues by political means.
Well, France 24's international affairs editor Kethevane Gorjestani joins me now on set. Hi, Kethevane.
Hi, Erin.
So how significant is it that it was the Kremlin that ultimately ended up confirming then Bashar al-Assad's downfall?
Well, the Kremlin, of course, Russia has been a long-time supporter and basically has propped up the Bashar al-Assad regime for years now. And with Assad nowhere to be found, it was basically up to them. They probably are the ones who know probably the best what is happening right now. And so the fact that they are confirming that he has resigned is the word that they have used and left is in itself significant. It's also interesting the way they're framing this, which is that after negotiations with those rebel groups, he decided to resign. So in a way, trying to say that it's the president himself that decided to leave instead of being pushed out by the movement, that lightning operation by these rebels. But it's not surprising to hear that. So they are, in a way, sort of trying to protect the veneer of what is happening and to frame it in the sense of there was some sort of willingness of Bashar al-Assad to step down and leave. One thing that is interesting, maybe they know and they're not saying it publicly. Maybe they don't know. Where is Bashar al-Assad? That is something that at this point we still don't know. There are a lot of rumors going around that have been going around for the past 24 hours. Anything from he left to Russia, he left to Iran, he left to the UAE. So a lot of questions about where exactly he is right now. It doesn't seem like anyone knows or is willing to say it publicly. It's very interesting to see what happens next with the Russians. They have so far said that their military bases in Syria, because they have a military presence there, that those military bases are in no immediate danger. So it is expected that they're probably going to be moving things around given what is happening on the ground, but it's going to be interesting to follow that and see how the Russian presence, physical presence in Syria evolves over the next few days, next few weeks.
So I think sounds like quite a muted reaction from the Kremlin, at least for now, Kethevane. In the meantime, there's been a flood of international reactions, obviously, to this shocking development. What do you think is the general sentiment, at least from the West?
Well, the West is in sort of a odd situation because at the same time, they're not crying over the fact that Bashar al-Assad is gone, that the regime is gone. But at the same time, they can't completely rejoice with who is coming in to take his place, these rebels, including, of course, the main group, which is HTS, and which is considered as a terrorist organization by most of the West, including the United States, including the European Union. And so they can't really take a side, if you will. And you see that in some of the statements that are coming out from Western countries. Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, tweeting earlier today, his first line is, "The barbaric state has fallen, period, at last." Period. That's the first line of his tweet. And then he goes on talking about this moment of uncertainty. So it gives you the idea of what is brewing right now in Syria, and saying that he sends the people of Syria his wishes for peace, freedom, and unity. And you see there that tweet by the French president. There is a similar tone coming from the Germans, the German foreign minister, that talked about the fact that the country must not now fall into the hands of other radicals, whatever form they take. So a lot of cautious comments about the future of Syria. There was, of course, also a reaction from the U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, who had a long post on his social media platform saying that basically Russia was not interested in protecting Bashar al-Assad any longer, that it lost its interest in Syria, in part because of Ukraine, saying Russia and Iran are in a weakened state right now. One, because of Ukraine and bad economy. That's, of course, Russia. The other, because of Israel and its fighting success. He also repeated what he has said yesterday, which is that this is not our fight. The U.S. should not get involved. But so you're seeing basically the same sort of reaction, congratulating and welcoming the fall of Bashar al-Assad, but also being very cautious about what comes next. And that is sort of wrapped up in what the UN Special Envoy to Syria said, that there is looking towards cautious hope to the opening of a new chapter for Syria.
Cautious optimism from the West then. Kethevane Gorjestani, thank you.